Bad mistake on my end right there. We're actually live right now. Sorry.
Oh, hey, no,
For
no,
some
we're
reason, for some reason,
hey,
it kind of bugged out on me. I'm like, why is it not going live right here? I'm like, what's going on? So it kind of bugged out. So I had to refresh
it's
the page.
okay.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks, for being late, folks. Here we are again. This is Hey John, and again, first time new software. So sorry, guys. I do apologize about that. So today we will be discussing Gremlins, and the AMA Ask Me Anything here, right? So essentially, how this is going to work is we're going to have Gangly and Prince Genesis introduce themselves. And they can tell you their backgrounds, where they come from, and how this project came to fruition. So once we do all that, they will be telling you where the project is currently at, where it's going, and if there are any road bumps on the way. And then we will open it up to questions, and you can ask them to your heart's content of whatever you want. If you want to ask and you want to come on live and ask them a question and be part of the chat, I will give you a link and you can join in and ask them live like that. So we will leave it as that. So for now, I will go ahead and pass the torch along to Gangly and Prince Genesis to introduce themselves. Thank you guys for coming on today.
Yeah, thank you, JC, for the introduction, and welcome everyone watching. I just have a delivery coming in a minute, so I'm going to do a quick introduction. I'm Prince Genesis. I help with the development, the operations, a little bit of marketing, and I oversee a little bit of contract development. But our main man, Xander, has done all the contractual development and the website. His native tongue is Netherlands, Dutch, so he speaks English, but here's Gangly, Xander, and then I'll be right back, and I'll be here for the whole AMA, so excuse me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me. My name is Xander. My online name is Gangly. I've been a software dev for almost 5 years now. Started at the age of 14, currently 20. I'm almost 2 years in crypto right now, but I started my development around 2 months ago. So it's been a pretty crazy ride with Gremlins so far. How the team got together is pretty crazy. We have been rocked multiple times by different kind of projects. So we've started a group called Rock Cartel, and it's just investors looking out for each other in there. Then through there, I've met Genesis and Sifu, and things just blossomed out to this project.
Yeah, sorry, I missed a little bit, but yeah, we're just happy. We're going forward with that. We're just about on our third week right now, so we're getting into our NFTs and our game development, and also we need to work on our merchandise, which will allow us to do our TikTok. Sorry, you weren't here before. My dog's sick, so please don't mind. But yeah, we're working on our NFT production and then our merchandise, which will allow us to go forward. We're just really happy with everything. So we had a tremendous rise to 3.8 million market cap, which for us was just tremendous. And from that, we've had some sell-off pressure. We've encouraged all our investors to take profits as well. We've been very transparent with everything. So this morning we solidified our deal with the NFTs. We're going to be doing a lottery kind of based system. So you can mint an NFTs for $10, and then there'll be some that'll have prizes up to $500 to $1,000 on them. So it's a little bit of incentive to buy the NFT. You can win something out of it, and we'll figure out something that will be a small accumulative to the chart. So it also entices investors that will support Grab. We're just trying to implement things that will help us market further. And again, going back to the social media platform. So really been working on the team to kind of finalize this summary, really working on the team, partnerships with other things so we can collab with communities and bring investors over. So we've been up countless nights, and just like our bodies have been getting sick because of that, and like we come back to it and working. So sometimes it doesn't seem like much is getting done, but our marketing revenues have stretched out as far as we can, and now we're looking at KuCoin through crypto. So the route that we had to choose is credit card, and it's like very difficult for any of us to put $15,000 or $20,000 for the payments on our credit card at the moment. So we're just looking at alternative options for that, and then we're able to get back. So again, with it being a rewards token, we do have to keep the community based on driving marketing, keeping new investors coming, and like having it pan out. So it is hard to keep them going forever, but that's why we're here, just trying to continuously figure out ways to give back. And anyone here listening, if you're a holder of 200K Grem, our iPhone giveaway has about 6 hours left. It's a little bit tedious with Twitter follows, but I think it's probably about 15 minutes of work. And there's about 200 people have entered. If you look at the total entries, you get about 15 or 20 per entry. So yeah, you have a chance about like, less than 0.5% to win an iPhone. It's about $2,000, little things like that. And we eventually want to keep growing and giving them back. So we have ideas for a very large prize incentive, and then our NFT lottery is a good way to start that. So if anyone has any questions, or JC, you want to take it here? Awesome.
Yeah, I had a quick question about the whole NFT thing. I guess to me, this is news to me. So I mean, for the NFTs, when you say you partner with someone, do you mean like an artist, or like what do you mean exactly by that?
Yeah. So just for the discretion of their company.
Oh,
They
no
don't
worries.
want-
You can say
Oh
no.
yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
they're my mentor. Honestly, they got me into the thing, but they're not able to disclose their business for any reason, especially in a public setting. But they're a very high professional animation company. So when we were telling them what we wanted in the NFTs, they're like, "That's it? Like that's simple?" Their artists do very complex work, so they're going to
Right.
be very beautiful little things. And NFTs have a hard appeal of trying to be like worthwhile in like the space, and that's why we want to keep a reasonable price and also do something that has the chance for the community to win something off it. So a little bit buy into the Grem chart. Hey, you have a chance of winning a prize, and we're not going to do something that's like a bad lottery odds. It's like, hey, these are your odds. We'll
Right.
post it for you, and we'll tell it. We'll be very transparent. So
Oh,
we're just happy that the art's getting done today. So it's got sent off. The blueprints are being done.
yeah.
And we had a deadline set we want to get them out for December 1st. So within the Gremlins, they're a Christmas present. And we
Right.
originally had an idea of like the 25 days of Christmas countdown. But once we have the NFTs, we're able to kind of like still adjust the model that we want to do with it and go forward. So we pretty much had our 75% finalized conversation. But again, anything can kind of be adaptable and move. And we again go with the community. So
Oh,
yeah,
very cool.
we're just happy. They're a very great company. They've been they do major artwork for places, but
Nice.
yeah, just for the transparency and it's
No
better for
worries.
us. But they
NDA.
are somewhere reputable and like yeah, but super stoked with that partnership. And yeah, once Sifu comes back too, he's got some pretty big news. I know he's just taking his little personal time that he had planned prior to this project. So he's out there enjoying his stuff, and yeah, excited to hear what he has for marketing. We've been working on the KuCoin things. I got to do some partnerships, and I have to move in the next 3 or 4 days, so I just have to deal with that. And the team is all kind of doing things, but we're here consistently, right? Even with our difficulties and challenges in life, we're always actively doing it. So NFTs, merchandise coming. I just have to find a good clothing production and also get our logo touched up. So that then allows us to do TikTok. So in TikTok, they usually do a video, and we thought having merchandise would be the better way to go about it. I've watched some of the promo videos, and that then expands to that, demographic or a different appeal. So we got to get some tutorial videos up, and maybe even JC could help with that of like, hey, how to do MetaMask, or like, hey, how do we do this, right? It really shows
Right.
people how to be the tutorial. And yeah, yeah,
nice.
please.
A quick question: how would merchandise go into Gremlins though? Like, how will it affect it? Will it increase the stock price? Well, I guess the token price in this case here, or is it just for brand awareness? I mean, what's the motivation for it though?
Just like giving back to our holders of 200K. I don't think we'd really charge for it and stuff, right? People have been supportive of the community, so pretty much all our giveaways and stuff have been like anyone who has 200K. That's why we created the pools. They usually devalue the project, but yeah, you start with a small line. If they have some success, then it's like, hey, the first 100 batch, everyone liked them, the winners, and maybe you start a website, go for it. But we truthfully are about giving back, and then like, okay, maybe we can make. So sorry.
No worries. Don't worry. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
And then we can make this a monetization thing. We look at like giving to the community first.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. My channel is a dog loving channel. We all love dogs. That's how I got started with Dogecoin. So we all like dogs. Don't worry.
Yeah, dogs are the theme of the crypto space too, right?
Exactly. We're going to the moon. Don't worry. Let them bark all you once, man. It's all good. Don't even worry, dude. We love dogs here, right? Okay, very cool, very cool. So we have some direction of where it's going, right, folks? So currently there's some development. I believe there's a dashboard on the website now. You can see how many gremlins you are currently getting. You can see your rewards. You can do your own staking. So there's so currently I would say there's quite a bit of utility built into Gremlins currently, right? But there's more development coming along. We have NFTs coming. We're having these guys do more marketing. Not too sure what it is because Sifu's on break, but we'll find out shortly though, right? Maybe next week or whenever he gets back. So that's fine. So just know that, folks, great things are coming. So is there anything else you want to share with us today? Xander or Prince, in terms of development, like any kind of roadblocks, any kind of hindrances,
Oh yeah.
any challenges, or whatever.
Yeah, I can pitch in a little bit. The
Yeah.
dashboard that has been published since yesterday, that's just version 1 of it. I'll
Okay.
expand upon it, so you'll have a live chart on the website, a price indicator, maybe build in like a simple swapping tool on the website as well, so it's easier for our users to do everything on our site instead of venture off to PancakeSwap or CrocSwap. Just
Gotcha. All right, folks. Quick thing also. I put the link into the chat. So if you want to come on to ask a question directly to either Sander, Gangly, Prince, or myself, my bad, I looked the names up because
That's okay. We do that all day, man. It's all
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Just keep moving forward. What's up?
Exactly. So I put a link in there. So if you guys want to come on to ask a question directly, go ahead and I will let you in. But if I let you in, make sure you are ready to ask questions and just join it right now. And I will let you in when it's ready. Okay. So for now, we will still continue talking about whatever's and then get back to it. All right. So I just want to throw out there real quick. So you want to ask questions, join the link in the chat. All right. All right. Sorry, Xander. Back to you again.
yeah, I was talking about the dashboard stuff.
Yeah.
There will be like a live chart, like KuCoin has, and then probably a simple swapping feature built in. So it's for now it's something pretty basic, but it will be upgraded when time goes on.
Yeah, and to add on that too, like simple things like international translation, right? So within the team development, we've really been expanding. Like I know it doesn't seem like much right now, but I think we have 10 international communities. So within that, we have to have a website integratable to, different languages and make it accessible. So just little small things like that, but it's little work that we're always actively doing. And any questions that come up, we're going to make it simple, like, little answer or pin messages just to keep it easy for the community and guide it through. But I think gaining more international accessibility with our brand, I think it's a strong brand that we can really take forward. And with a little bit more marketing push and just trying to like work with different cultures and communities and break that transitional barrier of languages. Once we have people in place to do that, I think that'll really help people as well. So anyone who's held on early, they've done really well. We're still sitting at like a 13 or 14x from launch. We have whales that come in and buy and pump the charts, which is great for our reflections. So on an economical trading base, it's great for our holders. Like you'll see someone see it as a low, and we have a strong diamond hand community, and it's really been great. So we're excited for the partnerships that may come. I think one of them may be a potential, a gaming partnership. I don't know how well that'll be or whatnot is going on. It's not solidified, but it was mentioned in one of our voice AMAs. It's like a small thing, but we have to add our own utility game. And so again, little things, and like we're trying to add that in. That's in our phase 3 too, right? We were talking about that. So Gangly's got some pretty good little designs, and like we just got to add a system that makes it easy. So either you win or burn. So we're not profiting off it. It's just a matter of like, hey, you win this game, and like you just have to add a strategy or a system, right? Everything has to have a system that works and is like probably fair for the people, and you don't want to be hackable too. So just little things, but right now we want to get the NFTs out there, get back to the community, get the chart going again based off that, get some prizes given away, Christmas coming up, Gremlins being the funny thing is we made it for Halloween, and it truthfully came out in November. So like, yeah, but Gremlins are actually a Christmas kind of gift, right? A Mogwai. So we just kind of want to build on that, push around Christmas marketing a lot more, maybe even change our logo to a Christmas hat. So be a little seasonal, right? And do little touches like that. And
nice.
Yeah, and we'll see about exchanges and stuff too. We just need to get a little bit more marketing pressure, build up the marketing wallet to pay for these $35,000 exchanges. So if the team sees it worthwhile, it always has to have a cost risk aversion, right? Like, is it worth spending that money to get these holders? So we're happy with our CrocSwap partnership. I think they're still seeking in there if you're there. Their Grem pools are very great. You have to buy their native token, which is Crocs, but we did that partnership to expand our holder base, which I think we're doing pretty good for, being organically grown with pretty good, strong, small marketing campaigns. And yeah, we'll see about getting back on the other channels and where we can push on that now. When Sifu gets back, we will definitely be on marketing really strong and get our chart back up to try and at least get to 2 million and push that over for our community, get some reflections going. We know that's what keeps our holders incentivized. So yeah, we don't want it come to a period where it's just like, hey, when are your rewards, right? It will slow down at a point if we don't have more marketing exposure and these things happening. So yeah, we're happy to get that NFT deal done. I think that's pretty much all that we have really going on right now. Little things we have to add in. Again, everything takes a little bit of time, but once you get it developed and it's there, it does help. So we have completed everything on our phase map that we said. So, we've been transparent in saying what we have and haven't done. So if you have any suggestions for us, please just hop into our Telegram. We do have Discord, Facebook, YouTube, all those things too. JC is now our main YouTube channel. So any questions there, he's in our admin chat. He's part of the team as well. So just like redirect that. And we have a big network. And also within that too, there's other projects too, right? So just even if we're like, on a low and there's a high, there's many strong networks of safe investments, right? So even today, we just started the whitelist warehouse, which JC, I think you should, get in on that as well and like promote to your community, like, hey, here's some whitelists and stuff. So, and those are future partnerships for our token too, right? So like if you ever want to make a swap or a DEX, like you don't want to put our name out there to have it be taken. But there's a lot of things you can do. And once you build the community, it really reinforces everything. So thank you all. We do really appreciate it. Without anyone here or without any of this, like nothing would have been created and started and where it is today. So
awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I will open up the questions now. If you guys want to join in the link, join in, man. Ask a question live, or I can read it off. Let's see here in the chat. Let's see. We got a few questions here. Let's see. Okay. Vault Comics says, will you be slapped by copyright for printing Gremlins merchandise? That's a good question. I'm not sure you can that one.
No, so that's actually one of the things we worried about going into it. If you look at it, Gremlins is a symbolic creature. So Xander is actually a little bit more based on this because we had the discussion. Hey man, how's it going? And then so we had that discussion, and Gremlins are more of like a native forest creature. So if you don't ever say Gizmo or something, then we're okay, right? And we're not using the actual rip. So we're going more for the evil Grem with like something that looks like it. Like even if you look at our mascot, that's not something that could violate Gremlins copyright. And we're just using GIFs in the chat, right? So on a legal term, we're happy with that. And we don't think we'll have any copyright issues being persuaded. So
okay.
If Xander has anything to throw in on that, I'd love to hear it because he was the one that helped me on that conversation, on the discussion.
Yeah, like you said, Gremlins are just a mythical creature, and the whole movie line is just a spin-off of a creature, and we're not directly copying it, we're making a difference in the design, how it looks, the art, and if we're printing a hoodie, it will be our own art. It won't be something that's found on Google or anywhere else.
Also, yeah, to add into that one more thing too, if Twitter didn't approve of it, they're very huge on copyright issues. So, and if you do like Disney or anything, if you try and post on the Twitter, they'll ban you. They'll shadow ban you, right? So the fact that we have a YouTube, like YouTube's out there, we have Twitter, we have Reddit, all those things. We haven't had any of those pressures, and the only thing that'd be questionable is us having Steven Spielberg in our website, which we could go change that right now and be like, okay, sorry, but we're not worried about that, and we're not going to suffer any legal action. So thank you. Good question, though.
Very good answer, guys. I like the answer. I didn't know myself either. I'm like, okay, this kind of clears it for me too. So that's a great question and a great answer from the folks here. Apparently, they looked into it and they've done their own due diligence, which is fantastic. That's what you want when you want confidence in a new token here. So I will now be talking to Miguel Maldonado. Welcome, brother. I think you have a question for the good people here, right? So intro yourself and ask a question, man, and you will answer the question.
I'm a little late to the stream, but
you're good, man.
Maybe
no worries.
You answered this already or not? I'm not sure, but I mean, we plan for marketing, and do you guys plan on putting a swap in the swap feature in the website?
Yeah, so I don't know if you just heard about us having like more partnerships with like future upcoming projects, but if we get to a point where these all lead into success, then we are able to go to the route of creating a swap. Maybe that's integrated with Grem or Grem swap or some sort, but there's a name that we had in mind. So even with the person asking about copyright issues, we do have a systematical approach that we have thought out, but there's only so much we can release at a time because we can't promise the world. And then like, we don't want investors getting upset at us, right? So what we have right now on our phase map is this is what we can accomplish and we can promise you that, right? And if you come in our chats and you don't think that we're able to be competent to our next goals, then like that's up to you to decide what to do with your money at any time. But with our marketing plans, we need to do more vigorous marketing. our marketing manager is back. He was unable to make this call, unfortunately. Our whole team would have been here, but they will be back tomorrow, so about in 12 hours in their time. And once that happens, we go back to a vigorous marketing. So one of the things I've always wanted to do was give out a Tesla. It's not promised on our map, but you know, no, but you can trade Bitcoin for it, right? So like part of one of our giveaways was like have a minimum of 200K holders, find out a systematical approach that is like, you know, say 3 layers of randomability. So you can't have like someone's going to say, hey, my friend won. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we wouldn't do that. But like, here's how the system works. That couldn't even have happened, right? Because even as a kid, I was like, with Dorito bags, I was like, did they win the 360 like or $1 million? Like, who do you know, right? Like, it could have just been a gimmick. So you just need the proper legal team. So it's probably like 5,000 for them and like 65,000 for you know, a good Tesla. So to get to the 10 million market cap, that's our personal goal, and 4,000 holders. After that, everything's just tremendous. Like, even this has been successful, but we're not just going to let it die out. So like, that's why we've been continuously trying to develop. So with the NFTs, it's like, yeah, we promised this, let's go forward. Hey, let's give a lot of system in it. That kind of just came out of this developing more. And it's like, rather than charging a high amount or like, you know, $2 or $3, it's like you can spend $10 and you have a chance of winning something from like, you know, $50 to $2,000, or you can just print a gizmo or like a gremlin, you know? And the artwork itself is going to be very beautiful. So I'm going to be happy just to hold, you know, 5 or 6 of those, 7. It's like, great. But that's when our big marketing push comes. So we have a deadline of those in 10 days. We're really hoping they'll be done. So they got submitted about 4 hours ago. We haven't slept for about 36 hours. We were trying to figure out artists about 3 days ago, and we were having some difficulties. The ones that we wanted to work, there's a lot of trust issues sometimes finding and sending crypto over the internet. So when you start running, even I'm sure JC understands that, right? Your payments when you start dealing with like 4 or 5 figures for these payments, it gets like kind of difficult, and you have to build a relationship and know where you're sending things. So as much as we want to get it done that day, you also have to wait for the time approach, and like even how we're on different time schedules, right? So everything has to be time coordinated and planned, but we're happy and just going forward and also building people to our team and networking. And within that, like, it just grows a strong community, which we've been built on. So we're really happy, man. And once FTs come out, that's a big marketing push. We'll do a Christmas thing around it, maybe even get a KuCoin banner with like that and try and solidify it, right? Like, hey, we're doing the Grem NFT lottery. Come join this chart pump. And, you know, it'd be nice to get back to our all-time high, and then even have the community be really happy from that, get some really awesome reflections. And then, we just want to hold our diamond hand 200K holders. So to finish, our contract is set at 200K. We have a billion supply, so that roughly approximates at like, you know, 5,000 holders at minimum. You're always going to have people with more. So our personal goal is always to get to 4,000 holders, and just go forward from there. So 4,000 holders, 10 million market cap, and we're just going to keep driving this horse until we get there. And afterwards, you know, rewards tokens do have a tendency of dying out, but that's when it's like, hey, let's integrate a swap, make this more viable. But that's phase 4 and phase 5. So phase 4 would be larger giveaways. Phase 5 would be like, hey, let's try and get to this. And like the goal would be like, hey, let's, you know, you can do a Tesla, like they do accept Bitcoin. It would be a legal payment. And like, again, we have to have a lot of volume again to get to that point. So people wanted marketing. We spent on marketing. Then they wanted CMC. Anytime they ask for these things, it usually just creates a dump in the chart. So we've delivered, and then it just kind of, you know, kills our price action. So if there's any questions, though, that's pretty much a wrap on what we have going on. The merchandise, I want to find high quality. I'm not going to get something like a Gillidan or like a low quality, you know, like just and slap a logo on it and like try and charge you $50. Like, we'd rather make like a $60, $80 sweater and give that to the community, so you have something you can be happy with and just a little brand. So man, that's all. You know.
I do want to say that I you know, after speaking to Prince and Xander kind of live and a little more in person, before we've been talking mostly Telegram, you know, so after hearing this man talk in person here, it gives me a lot more confidence for 2 reasons. One is that even though it's crypto and it's kind of a scam usually, this guy here is showing his face, he's coming on board, he's on live, he's talking about what he's doing here, and more importantly, he's very cautious. You can tell even in his deliberation was making deals with artists or whatever is here, right? Oh, should I send you like 4 figures and just do it right away because I want to be in a rush? No. He's taking a pause back, a step back, because when you're in a rush, that's when you should slow down the most. And this man here is doing exactly that, slowing down when you should be rushing, right? Slowing down so he can do the right thing here. So for me, from a business perspective, I like what he's doing and it gives me more confidence. And hopefully you guys too, because obviously the all-time high is like what, 3.3 or something, and now we're like what, 1.0. So obviously we're down, but seeing the vision for phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, it should instill some confidence to you that in terms of him not leaving the project, in terms of him actually being invested into the project personally speaking, and he wants to see it grow as well, just like all of us want to see it grow. So I just want to say that real quick after hearing him talk, you know. Thank you again, man. Appreciate that.
No, man, thank you so much. And that was a great, introduction and wrap up. So, if Gangley has any final words here or wants to say anything, I'd like to thank you all for the time and appreciation. So we'll be here to attend to your questions. I'm sure some of you have some to answer or ask. Sorry, I've been on a 36-hour. We're always up working. But if you have any questions, please ask and we'll be here. But if not, we're going to get back to working. We have a lot of things to attend to too, as always. So please, thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to say thank you as well.
Awesome. Okay, well, I don't really see any questions in the chat except for can we use Trust Wallet instead? I don't know, can we?
Yeah, I've got this request multiple times. Like Genesis said, we got a lot of things on our schedule, and when I got some free time, I'll definitely look into adding Trust Wallet to the site.
Okay.
So we'll be on that tomorrow. Like we have work to do today, and maybe I shouldn't be speaking for him, but we'll target that as a priority. I know we've had it a lot. Anyone who uses Trust Wallet too, I would really recommend going to MetaMask or something and getting a cold wallet. Anyone who uses crypto with a hot wallet, you definitely want to be using a cold wallet. You can sign a bad contract, hit a bad website link, and lose your whole wallet. So there's known to be a lot of issues in all the projects I've seen with Trust Wallet, icon popping up, displayed money wallet. So I know it's easier for PayPal and stuff, but I find the whole metaverse in crypto enjoys MetaMask. So again, we are going to help with Trust Wallet though. We're not going to exclude you out, just letting you know for further things. But yeah, that is a priority for us now. And thank you.
Okay, cool. I don't see any questions. So I guess we'll wrap it up. And in the future, there'll be more AMAs, obviously, when they have more development, etc. So stay tuned and check it out, folks. So I want to thank Prince and Xander again. And I wish you all well, and we will catch you all on the next one.
Yeah, thank you so much, JC.
Thanks, man.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care. Thank you all that came and watched today.